He can bring the big hit, and he can come through in the clutch situations. An opportunity for him to do just that today. The American League West, Los Angeles Angels take on an arch rival from the other coast, the Red Sox. Well, it's what you've been waiting for. 2K Sports, Major League Baseball, Wednesday afternoon. Their starter, one of the game's best, Scott Kazmir. And Steve, as he faces these Boston hitters, what will be the focus?
Sending a good lefty to the mound in this ball game here, but this is a great lineup, a lineup that can really beat up even some of the best pitchers in the game. So he's going to have to be on top of his game in order to do it and rely upon that movement on his pitches.
Presented by Pepsi, we'll show you the lineup for the Red Sox. Now, John, anyone in particular we should keep an eye on?
Well, when you break spring training, you're looking for a catcher that can call a game. Offense is a plus. Well, Victor Martinez gives you the great offense, but he can also call a game. The pitchers love throwing to him, but the pitchers also love the fact that he's a run producer in the middle of the lineup that gets them runs to try to help them get wins.
First pitch of the game will be to Jacoby Ellsbury. Swung on, that is hit, and Ibar picks it up, and that'll retire Ellsbury. Now we'll take a quick look at the Angels, how they'll be taking the field defensively.
A solid defensive team right here, especially within this division. They're the best, the fewest number of errors committed of anybody in the division, and it really does separate them defensively from all the other clubs.
And here's Dustin Pedroia.
Well, the Red Sox really struggled in 2009 against the West Coast teams. The AL West really dominated the Boston Red Sox in 09.
Nobody on base, one away. Kazmir sets and throws. The 0-0 delivery, a fastball taken for a strike. I don't think anyone, until you look at it, would believe the Red Sox actually went 13-21 last year against the West.
Well, you wouldn't think, because coming into the season, everyone thought that the American League West in 2009 would be the weakest division in the American League. But the Boston Red Sox can vouch that they had some pretty tough teams. Texas pitched well, they scored.
Swinging a liner to left. That one's in there. The Red Sox get one.
It's nice to get that runner on base with one out. Good piece of hit in that single. Now they got something to work with.
And Victor Martinez. A career .455 hitter off Scott Kazmir. He deals. Swung on, soft liner to the right side. And that'll put Martinez on at first now. Pedroia heads for third.
It's the little things that come into play. What I like is the great secondary lead that allowed him to go first to third. Now they've got a chance to score two on a double.
Kevin will get the RBI chance. Runners at first and third, one away. Got a feeling on this visit to the mound there's going to be a little deep chatter going on.
I think a little heart-to-heart out there, a little challenge from the manager to see how he's doing. Also probably talking a little bit of strategy.
Two men on, one out. Swings, hits this one pretty well, deep right center. And Abreu's going to play it. And here's Pedroia going to try to score. And Pedroia crosses the plate. Well, Steve, they won't get the RBI on this, but they'll give themselves a better chance of getting a run.
Well, moving the runners up, that's what you have to do. Make productive outs.
And a runner on, David Ortiz batting. Well, this offense, Steve, it's on the move, and now they'll try and carry this on in the ballgame.
Well, they staked out an early lead in this one, just where they want to be.
Well, you know, when you hit like this in the first inning, you start to anticipate maybe a healthy bit of run support coming in this game. And Kazmir has him 0-1 with the called strike.
Gary, they're taking advantage of some early pitching mistakes. You have to do that because you never know if those mistakes are going to happen later in the game. Take advantage of the opportunities.
And there's Hunter for out number 3. Early pressure being put on, a run over in the first. The Red Sox on top, 1-0. And we've got John Lester out on the mound. He gets settled in for Boston. Steve, as he gets into this Angels lineup, what's he looking at?
As a manager, you send John Lester out to the mound, you've got great confidence because you know you've got a bulldog out there, a guy who's going to run that fastball and challenge hitters. Then he's got a changeup to keep them off balance and a curveball and a cutter to put them away. You love it when Lester's out there because you've got a chance to win.
First pitch on the way. Cutter misses badly. 1-0. Over 3 career at-bats, couple of hits off Lester. 1-0 delivery is a fastball in there. 1-1.
You can really stay out of big trouble in the big inning if you can spot your fastball down in the zone.
1-1 on the way. He makes contact. Line drive. And Ibar is retired. Pepsi presents our starting lineup. Here's what Mike Scioscia's offense looks like. And our scouting report, John, who are you watching for today?
But with Torrey Hunter in your lineup on an everyday basis, you expect great things from him, and they're expecting that from him today. Now, every once in a while, he has a tendency to be inconsistent. He'll go into a little bit of slumps, but when he's hot, he's one of the best in the game. And we'll see if he can be hot in this one today. If he is, this team has the great chance of putting a win on the board.
And it's Bobby Abreu at the plate.
Well, the Angels are one of the few franchises with a winning record both at home and on the road, but they played quality baseball in Anaheim.
Fastball in there, called strike. Yeah, the Angels very tough on their home turf. 49-32 playing underneath that California sun.
A great starting pitching, and then I think the addition in 2009 of Bobby Abreu taught this team a little bit of patience at the plate. He drove in over 100 runs hitting in the middle of that lineup. When Vladimir Guerrero was hurt most of the year and injured, Bobby Abreu helped carry this team offensively.
Well, I tell you, I think Bobby Abreu had a major impact on them. You're right, John, but I also think Kendry Morales' production, replacing Mark Teixeira at first base, was a major factor for their success in 09 as well.
And that gets down for the Angels. That'll be their first base hit. Take a look at the Red Sox defensively. So, Steve, any individual standout?
Well, Adrian Beltre, one of the better defensive third basemen in the game. He's got great reactions, great hands, and a gun of an arm. He can make just about every play.
And it's Hunter batting.
Well, John Lester has established himself as one of the best left-handers in over 200 innings. This guy is dominant.
And first baseman Euchel is checking on him. Low pitch from Lester, 4-ball. John, I'm not sure last season the Red Sox would have thought Lester would be their #1 starter when all was said and done, but he was.
Well, he absolutely was, and he did outpitch Josh Beckett. Even though Josh Beckett had more wins, you watch John Lester pitch, and every game you think he has the potential to throw a no-hitter.
On the way. Can't connect on that curve. Falls behind. 1-2.
Now, 1-2 is a pitcher's count, so there's no reason to give him a good pitch to hit right here.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, second out in the inning.
With 2 strikes, the hitter wanted the fastball. He got it, but didn't do anything with it.
Hideki Matsui's got a runner on at first. 1 for 4 lifetime against John Lester. Line drive. That's foul towards first. Not letting up on that swing, but he missed it. 0-2 now.
Well, he's got great movement on that 2-seamer. It's one of the best around.
Strike 3. Matsui right through it. He's gone. So John Lester continues to get the job done. The handiwork already on display. Strikes out 2 to start this ballgame. And the Red Sox. And after